What's going on, everyone? Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. So Michigan State basketball closes out its second to last non-conference game of the season with a 86-69 victory over Florida Atlantic on Saturday in the Breslin Center. Now this is 2 wins for the Michigan State athletic program over Florida Atlantic. This year had obviously the football win, start out the football season, the basketball win here on Saturday. Coming away from the game, both of them were wins, but definitely feeling a lot better about this basketball win than we were back at the beginning of the season with that Florida Atlantic football win. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Cohen Carr, career game for him, and a lot of other positives to take from this game. So before we do jump into it, if you could, just hit that like and subscribe button down there. More Michigan State basketball content on the channel. Going forward, one more non-conference game next Monday on the 30th against Western Michigan, and then we're into the Big Ten slate the rest of the year. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. So jumping in, first going to start with Florida Atlantic. Really the only one who consistently went off for them all game. Trey Carroll had an incredible game. He had a really good, float, like lefty floater game around the basket. 10 for 15, efficient overall. 2 for 3 from the three-point line. 24 points for him, 8 rebounds. Baba Miller had a solid game as well. 12 points and 7 rebounds for him. 5 for 10 shooting from the field. But overall, Michigan State was able to keep Florida Atlantic in check, holding them to 18.2% three-point shooting. That was going to be a key in this game. If you could keep Florida Atlantic in check from the three-point line, and they did that overall, was able to out-rebound them 48-36 for Michigan State. But jumping over to Michigan State, I mean, there's just a lot of positives. You have to start out with Cohen Carr having a career game. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 for 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3, and that was electric when Cohen hit that 3 because he had a block on the other end, got the block, came back down, got the shot in the corner, didn't like it, passed it back up top, got the ball back, and then hit the 3. The whole place, the roof came off the place for that one. Rightfully so, and Cohen Carr, it's just the strides that he's made in his game. And what do we talk about if you watch the preview for this Florida Atlantic game? We talked about Cohen Carr, said that he's played bad the last couple games, but it hasn't been like he was the beginning of this season and into Maui to the level that he was playing at and the stuff that we saw. Not just the athletic dunks and everything, but the cutting, the slashing, the, seeing other stuff off the ball and on offense that we had seen to start the season. It had just been, a slight dip the last 2 or 3 games. Nothing crazy, but we're just like to see a good Cohen Carr game, see him get back in rhythm here. And we got that with career high 17 points, 8 rebounds. Absolutely love to see it. 2 for 2 from the free throw line as well. And I know that's something that Izzo has been talking about all year, that he is working on that shot. He's obviously not known as a shooter, but he is working on that shot. I don't think we'll be seeing Cohen taking 2 to 4, 2, 3, 4, 3-pointers a game. But if he can occasionally, just so it's a thought in the defender's mind that, hey, he can maybe occasionally hit that 3. I still don't think they're going to, press up on him when he, has an open 3. But even if, 1 or 2 possessions every couple games, you get a defender to think about that, come out, and he can use that speed to blow by and get to the basket or get to the basket and make a play for someone else. I think that's a positive for Cohen and for Michigan State here. While we're on the bench, coming off the bench for Michigan State, in 17 minutes, Frankie Fiddler, 10 points, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. I thought he was solid in this one. Then going to our starters, starting with Jeremy Fierce, 13 points, 8 rebounds for him. Very efficient, only 1 turnover as well. 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 1 for 1 from 3. And I'd like that, Jeremy Fierce, he's shown that he can occasionally hit a 3, and he's also not shooting a lot on the year. We're going to click on him, see his 3-point percentage for the year, but on the year, he's shooting about 50%, and if he's, only shooting like 1, maybe 2 a game, I'll take that. I think he's doing such a good job of creating for everyone else on the court that if that's just an occasional, hey, things are... He's the type of player that I don't think it's ever going to be like a Cassius Winston or a, Denzel Valentine, Travis Trice, like Tyson Walker. Get him the ball and create to get himself a 3 to if the offense is stalling, get it going. He's still going to be Jeremy. He's going to get the offense going, get someone else going, and then maybe in the flow of the offense, he's going to, dribble you down, size you up, and then pull up for a 3 when you start to sag off of him. And I think that's a positive for this offense going forward and for his game as he continues to evolve. Jaden Akins, 13 points as well. 5 rebounds overall and 6 for 13 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. So still just shots are starting to go down overall from 3 for this team, shooting 38% again from 3 in this game. So that's what it is. It's not like he's shooting 1 for 7 from 3. So 13 shots overall. If the three's not falling, he's able to create with other stuff, get to the lane, get to the basket. Didn't have a free throw in this game, kind of surprising. He's been getting to the free throw line, I feel like, fairly well on the year. Jackson Kohler, only 6 points tonight, 2 for 9 from the field. Didn't have the best shooting night, but 12 rebounds again. He has just been a menace on the boards all season long. Simone Zapala, I thought, had some nice minutes as well. 5 points, 2 for 3 from the field, added 7 rebounds as well. But off the bench, Xavier Booker, off shooting night, 0 for 5 from 3, 1 for 7 overall from the field. But he did add 4 rebounds like that there. And then Jace Richardson, he was solid as well. 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, had a steal. Just do it all for Michigan State here. And overall for Michigan State, jumping over here, only 10 turnovers on the night, only forced 9 for Florida Atlantic. They did a good job of holding on to the ball. Fast break points, getting back in the right direction where we've seen Michigan State this year. 27 fast break points, up from what they had against Oakland. Oakland did a good job against Michigan State's transition offense. 17 fast break points for Florida Atlantic here. Points on the plate, Florida Atlantic actually outscored Michigan State in the paint 38-36. I think that has to obviously do with Jackson Kohler having the off shooting night down there, but on most nights, I feel like Michigan State will be fine scoring in the paint. And yeah, percentages, look good. 44.9%, so 45% from the field for Michigan State, 38% from 3, 80% from the free throw line, as we already mentioned earlier, out rebounding 48-36. Overall, a solid game, moving to 10-2 on the season. And as we said, one more game. Western Michigan, Dwayne Stevens coming back for one more game before the end of the calendar year and before we head into Big Ten play for the rest of the season. So anyway, overall solid game for Michigan State. I thought there was times where Michigan State was, missing shots in the first half and then was able to close it strong, 42-29 at halftime, 44-40 in the second half. But I thought there was times where Michigan State was maybe, missing some shots and they were able to hold off Florida Atlantic defensively to keep the margin where it was, and then was able to have a surge of a nice run to, get that lead to where it was. And overall, you walk away with a 16-point win here. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. I believe this will be the last video that we have on the channel before Christmas, so hope everyone has a good holiday. We'll be back. We'll probably be back before the Western Michigan game. We'll for sure be back with a preview for the Western Michigan game, but I think we got 1 or 2 more videos coming before the Western Michigan preview later on this week. So anyway, that'll do it for this one. Hope everyone has a good holiday, has a good Christmas, but thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.